All right. When you're ready, go ahead and head over to your yoga mat or a chair of your choosing. We're going to start in a seated position. I'm going to sit in or on top of my little bolster or cushion, meditation cushion here. I like to be a little extra with my comfort. So I like to have a little blanket or cushion underneath my ankles, and then even some blocks underneath the thighs or the knees, just so I feel totally supported and I don't end up feeling, like I want to move as quickly. So go ahead and try. Maybe you can lean up against a wall or even sit in a chair where your legs out long. So just continuing to make your way to that place. Let your hands just be where they want, maybe resting in your lap or clasped together, or maybe even holding opposite elbows or arms. Maybe closing your eyes if it feels right. Maybe taking a sigh. Start to breathe and notice what sensations or which parts of your experience start to rise to the surface. What do you notice? Continuing to expand your breath and expand your awareness of your breath. Letting each breath bring you closer into alignment or closer into balance. You can kind of translate that how you will. For me, that means with each breath, I'm just like allowing my breath to fill up my torso so that my spine feels aligned. I don't know, it's just a feeling I'm getting from the inside with every breath. I wonder what your internal experience might be. And taking a moment to reflect on your day so far. Are there any words or emotions that you can name that kind of encapsulate your day so far? Even if you can't put a name to the feeling, maybe just kind of noticing it. If you'd like to set a dedication or intention for your practice, feel free to bring something or someone to mind. Maybe a group of people who need our love, need our strength sent their way. Let's take 3 clearing breaths in through the nose, sigh it out. 2 more. Let's start to rub the palms of the hands together, maybe keeping your eyes closed if you'd like. Once you feel some warmth and heat built up between the palms of your hands, go ahead and cup your hands over your eyes and let the warmth sink in, noticing any imagery or shapes that might just kind of pop into your mind or your vision. And without moving your head, we'll just move the eyes. We're looking with the eyes to the left, to the bottom, to the right, to the top, and back to the left. Go ahead and circle around like that a couple more times. It works, it tends to work better with your eyes open, but feel free to experiment. And when you're ready, switching directions, circling around a few times. And then blinking to come back to the center. Hands are still up on the face. We're going to look to the left and to the right, to the left and to the right, left, right, left, right. One more time, to the left and to the right. Go ahead and blink your eyes a couple times as you let your hands come down. Switching the cross of your legs if they're crossed. Let's sit up nice and tall here. With an inhale, let's reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, baby back bend. We'll kind of W the arms or cactus the arms, puffing the chest up, hugging the shoulder blades together behind you. Inhale, reaching your arms up. And exhale, lowering your hands back to the floor. Little tuck of your chin there at the bottom. Inhale, hands go high, gaze follows. Exhale, cactusing the arms, puffing up the chest. Inhale, hands lift. And exhale, hands come down by your sides. Let's start to take a twist to the right. So left hand coming to your right knee, maybe your right hand coming to your low back or to the floor. Sitting up nice and tall here first. Inhale, and with an exhale, gazing over your right shoulder. Taking a breath in and unwinding just enough so you take a full breath in. And exhale, twisting to the right. One more time. Inhale, unwind slightly. And exhale, twist. Just go ahead and switch sides, following your own breath. Right hand coming to the left knee, the left hand propping you up or coming to your low back. Inhale, sit tall. And exhale, turn toward that left shoulder. Inhale, unwind just a bit so you can take that full breath in. And exhale, twist to the left. One more time. Inhale, unwind. And exhale, twist. Come on back to center. We'll bring the right ear toward the right shoulder. Let your left hand swirl around on the left side. Maybe bring your right hand up to that left side of your neck or left shoulder. And just kind of feel how the movement of the left arm, you can feel the tendons and muscles moving there on the side of your shoulder and neck. Maybe circling that left arm a couple times. Ooh, that feels so nice. Kind of, oh yeah, lift and circle that left arm. Ooh, I'm just like holding on to like a really tight spot, and this feels amazing. Okay, whenever you're at a good spot to switch, go ahead. Left ear coming toward that left shoulder. Maybe swirling your right arm around for a little bit before bringing that left hand up. Taking some experiments here, some massaging pressure, excuse me. Something's working. Oh, this side too. I'm very tight through the upper back and shoulders. When you feel you've had enough of that, just coming back to center. Let's move along to hands and knees. If you're on a hard surface, considering keeping your blanket underneath your knees. It's always up to you. So hands more or less beneath the shoulders, knees about below the hips. With your inhale, cow pose, lowering the belly, lifting your gaze and tailbone. And exhale, rounding your spine, tucking your chin, tucking your tailbone, pushing your hands into the floor. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Keep going at your own pace, adding or subtracting anything along the way. Let's thread the needle next, planting your left hand on the ground, right hand reaches high, upward twist, moving the fingers, circling your wrist, And then possibly taking some shoulder circles with that right arm as well, all in preparation for threading the needle. Eventually using an exhale to dip that right arm down and through, maybe setting your right shoulder and head down on the floor or on some props. And the left hand finding a supportive place to rest or support. It might feel nice to kind of roll onto that right shoulder a little bit more, just very small adjustments. See how full your breath can be comfortably. And then planting your left hand back by your face, press your way back up, right hand lifts high, and then we'll switch sides. Plant your right hand, lift that left arm high, take a few moments here, wiggling out the fingers, circling out that left wrist, and maybe circling out your entire left arm or shoulder. Eventually, use an exhale to thread the needle. Left hand dips down and through, bringing the right side of your head, or sorry, the left side of your head and shoulder to the floor or props. Right hand supporting this position, however it feels right to you. And starting to make our way back up, plant your right hand, reach your left hand high, and then come on back down. We're gonna come to our stomachs, so lowering. We'll do another little shoulder here. So since we went down and through this time, we're gonna open up through the right arm. So hands can come out wide. Let's press the left hand into the mat next to your chest. Bend your left knee, so the left foot is up in the air behind you. Start to press your way onto your right side and reach your left toes in the direction of your right fingertips. Never has to touch, just imagine they're headed in that direction. And then we'll switch sides. We're gonna go back and forth a few times. Go at your own pace. This time left hand comes out, right hand plants next to the chest, bending your right knee and then pressing your way onto your shoulder, reaching your right leg back as if to just effortlessly touch that left hand. Go ahead and switch sides a couple of times, creating your own flow or just winging it. We'll meet up in crocodile pose with your hands, fists, or forearms stacked beneath your head and resting your forehead on top. Let's focus on diaphragmatic breath here, even though it can be quite restricted in this position. Just draw the air down as low as you can, breathing into the belly, and feeling your body pressing down into the floor. And then exhaling and releasing. A couple more like that. Inhaling low and slow. And exhaling as you soften. Two more like that. Let's bring the hands back by the chest. Press your way up and back to child's pose. We can bring the knees out wide for extended child's pose. Big toes touching behind you. You can stay somewhat lifted if your knees don't like a deeper child's pose. You could do a little bit of rocking here, or maybe come down to rest on the forearms, or walking your hands out toward the top of your mat. More diaphragmatic breath, just noticing differences in each position, seated, prone, child's pose. It's always A little bit of a different sensation. And then we'll walk the hands over toward the left side of the mat and then sink on down, finding a little bit of a side bend here, lengthening through the outside of that right pinky, that right side, all the way down to the right hip. And then switching sides, walking your hands over toward the right edge of the mat, and then lowering back into your child's pose. Feeling a little bit of opening and side bend now through that left side. Coming back to center. Let's walk our way on up, bringing the knees a little bit closer together. With your inhale, start to sweep your arms around and up as you lift up to stand on your knees. Exhale, open arm twist toward the right. Inhale, stay right here, look to the left. Exhale, look to the right. Inhale, bring your arms up, unwind. Switching sides, exhale, open arm twist to the left, stay there. Inhale, turn your head toward the right. Exhale, turn your head toward the left. Inhale, come back up to center, taking a little back bend if that feels good, pressing your hips forward. Exhale here. One last breath in and out. Let's start to find our way to our first downward facing dog. Grabbing onto our favorite blocks. Curling the toes under, picking up your knees and straightening or almost straightening your legs. Find your breath first and then possibly pedaling out your legs, bending and straightening opposite knees. One or two more big breaths. And then bend both knees, look up toward the top of your mat, step or walk your way to the top. Wide-legged ragdoll. We'll toe heel the feet out just a little wider than shoulder with distance, bending your knees at least a little bit. Let your upper body hang kind of loose here. If you feel any discomfort through your back, maybe bringing your hands up to blocks and still feeling that good stretch through the back of your legs. Maybe swaying or just holding still as you continue your flowing breath. Nodding your head yes, shaking your head no. And then bending even deeper into the knees, toe heel your feet together a little bit, and then start to make your way up. Walking your hands up your legs, if that suits you. At the top, let's get a little bounce or a little shake going, lifting and lowering the heels. This just always feels like the intuitive way for me to start. But if you have your own method of shaking or bouncing, or just trying to get the circulation going, a little bit of jumping or dancing, bouncing, does wonders for the nervous system. And then coming to some stillness, take a look at your feet. Wiggling your toes, making sure your feet are comfortable. Spin your palms to face the front of your space. With an inhale, lift your shoulders up to your ears. And then exhale, circle your shoulders back and down, tucking them into place. Inhale and exhale here. Mountain pose. Inhale, hands reach high. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bring your hands down to the floor or blocks. Let's step the right foot back first and then the left, lowering your knees. Come on back to child's pose. Inhale, rise up, sweeping your hands around and coming to stand on your knees. Exhale, open arm twist toward the right. Staying there, inhale, looking toward the left. Exhale, looking toward the right. Inhale, come back up, unwind, hands lift high. Exhale, open arm twist toward the left. Stay here, inhale, gazing to the right. Exhale, gazing to the left. Inhale, bring hands up, unwind. And exhale, bringing your hands down to the floor, lower your chest all the way down. Let's get lined up for baby cobra. We're going to hold baby cobra today. So press the tops of your feet down into the mat. Inhale, hugging your shoulder blades together, lifting your head and chest. Let's take 5 breaths if we can. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, even if it feels like work, see if we can relax our faces and exhale. Inhale and out. 2 last breaths. Last breath in and out, lowering down for a moment. Inhale, press your way up, tabletop, grabbing blocks if you'd like, and exhale to downward dog. Breathing in and out. 2 more breaths. Last breath in. Last breath out. Inhale, lifting your right toes up off of the floor behind you, maybe just a little bit or way up high. Exhale, right knee toward right elbow. Inhale, hold here. Exhale, tap your right knee down on the floor. Inhale, knee comes right back up to the elbow. Exhale, 3-legged down dog. Inhale. And exhale, step just your right foot forward, or your right foot forward first, and then your left. Forward fold at the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, joining hands overhead. And exhale, bringing hands to heart center. Find some balance, create some balance in your physical and mental experience. Oftentimes that might mean starting with noticing physical characteristics like the temperature of your skin, the beating of your heart, the flow of your breath. It might move into noticing any uneven tension, gripping, or holding throughout your body, kind of smoothing things back out. Maybe calling your intention to mind, making sure we're holding that in our heart still. Take a big breath in, hands reach high. Exhale with a sigh, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot steps back first, then the right. High plank, inhale. And exhale, child's pose, knees lower. And push your seat on back. Big breath in and out. Breathing in and out. With this inhale, let's rise up, sweeping the arms around and overhead. Exhale, open arm twist toward the left. Pausing there. Inhale, moving just the head, look to the right. And exhale to the left. Inhale, come back up to center, squeezing the glutes. Exhale, open arm twist toward the right. Pause there with your inhale, moving just your head toward the left. And exhale to the right. Inhale back to center, arms reach high, maybe a little back bend. And exhale, bring your hands down to the floor and start to lower your chest as you keep on breathing. Let's take 5 breaths in our baby cobra. You can choose if you'd like to inhale and lift, exhale and lower, or if you'd like to stay lifted for all 5 breaths, wherever you'd like to be. Let's head there now. 5 breaths, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 3 more like that. One last breath. Lower down. Take a rest for 2 breaths. And start to press your way up to tabletop and then to our downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. With your inhale, 3-legged down dog with the left toes lifting up behind you. Exhale, left knee toward left elbow. Inhale here, holding. Exhale, tapping your left knee down on the floor. Inhale, slide your knee back up to the left elbow. Exhale, 3-legged down dog. Big breath in and out. Lower your left foot to the floor, downward dog. Bend your knees, look up toward the top of your mat, but then walk your hands to the back of your mat, ending up in own variation of squatting or malasana at the back of your mat. Could be more of like a frog squat here with your heels lifted. You could find more of a traditional malasana squat, bringing your heels to the ground and then puffing the chest up. If that's a little too deep, you can always kind of come up here and work with a nice kind of side to side movement, shoulder dips. Let's stick with it for 2 more breaths. And then we'll start to lift up to our forward fold. So straightening the legs, toe heel your feet together closer. With an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bending your knees. Inhale, press your way up. Hands joining overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. Taking your time here, coming back to that more balanced state. Checking in, seeing how things are. Let's take a clearing breath together in through the nose. Side to release. Go ahead and blink your eyes open if they were closed. If there's anything on your mat, maybe move it to the side. We'll do a little bit of balancing. We're going to start at the back of the mat here and work our way to the front. We're going to do our marching twist today. We're continuing our kind of twisty theme. So take a look. We're going to try to make 4 steps here. So we're going to take really small steps to get to the top of the mat. So when you're ready, shifting to balance on that right leg, we can hold on to something for support or bring your hands out in a different way. Coming up to one-legged mountain pose with the left knee lifting. You can always keep your toes down for support or lift on up. I like to have my hands at my heart here, but it's always up to you. Take a big breath in. Exhale, twisting the upper body only to the left. Inhale, come back to center, just trying our best, no big deal. Exhale, straighten your left leg, taking a baby step forward, plant your left heel, and then step into the left foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose, right knee lifts this time. Exhale here. Inhale. Exhale, twisting just the upper body, the leg stays still toward the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, straighten your right leg, touch your right foot down to the floor, taking that step forward. We'll continue like that, go at your own pace, eventually inhaling to lift that left knee. Exhaling. Inhale to prepare for the twist. Exhale, twisting to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, straighten that left leg, taking a baby step forward. Last time through. Inhale, right knee lift. Exhale. Inhale, preparing for our twist. And exhale, twisting the upper body toward the right. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, straighten that right foot, take a step or two, and give it a little shake. All right, let's come down to the floor. We'll do one more balancing pose. We'll do a play on cosmic egg today. So bending the knees and then leaning back slightly so you're you feel like right behind the sitting bones there is where it's getting the pressure. You can lift one or holding onto the knees or shins, lifting one foot and then the other, finding that point of balance here. Trying not to round into your back. Let's try to puff the chest up. You're welcome to stay right here, maybe purposely destabilizing yourself so that you have to work a little harder to come back to stillness. Well, that's one way to play with it. If you want, we could turn this into a little roll backwards and then coming back up and trying to pause. Back in our boat pose or back in our cosmic egg. Go ahead and play a little bit and see what seems fun or useful. Ooh. When you've had enough fun, go ahead and start to lower your weight on down to your back. We'll plant the feet on the floor and hands come down by our sides. Tuck your shoulder blades in behind your back. Inhale, lifting up to bridge pose, but just about 25%, so just a little. Lifting, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift to 50% this time. And lower. Inhale, lift to 75%. And lower. You don't have to try harder than that. Inhale, coming to maybe 75% or 80%. Let's stay there for the exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Last breath in. And then lower on down. Hug your knees in toward your chest. Take some free movement, rocking or rolling some weight around your low back, circling your knees or rocking. Let's hug the knees in nice and tight, pulling your forehead up toward your knees. Let's come into a really tight ball, squeezing all of your muscles, flexing, squeezing your face, exerting any amount of effort you can here for 2 more breaths in and out. Last breath in and sigh it out, unfold, coming down flat. Let's take a long body stretch, reaching arms and legs in opposite directions. Circling ankles and wrists a little bit here. Maybe letting your head rock side to side. Taking note of any muscle groups or anywhere else in your body that needs a little extra attention, or if there's any other poses or movements that you are wanting before our final rest. Now is your chance. Maybe a little happy baby or another twist. Maybe there's something else entirely. Whenever you do feel complete, at least for today's session, we'll find our way to Shavasana. Maybe grabbing some extra cushions for your head or a little something under your knees could be nice. Make your way to a very comfortable place, taking your sweet time with adjustments. With each breath, bringing more calm. We can try to extend the exhales so that they're longer than the inhales. It's a really simple and effective way to communicate with the nervous system, giving signals that we can rest, digest, and heal. Let your shoulders grow heavy. Let your muscles be off duty for now. Resting your bones, resting your mind. I will mind the time. Go ahead and enjoy a couple minutes here with Shavasana, heading into a state of Shavasana. Shavasana is the pose, Shavasana is the state. Kind of that emptied and present state. Feeling connected and in the moment. Doing our best not to push away what is reality. And even through all of the atrocities and horrors that occur in the world, it's a practice to keep our hearts open. Keep our hearts open to other people, to other people's enjoyments and suffering. Remembering that we are all here on the same planet. Our lives are intertwined in so many ways that we can't even see. Taking good care of yourself and your nervous system. Imagine if everyone was able and resourced enough to have moments like that. It is a privilege to feel safe, and comfortable, loved, and accepted. And it's okay to enjoy those feelings while still acknowledging those that aren't able to enjoy them like we can. Both can be true. Exhaling your worries for now. Exhaling through the limitations or burdens placed upon your life or being. For now, just resting in this place that's beyond our human bodies, just maybe that place of loving awareness, maybe your soul, maybe you feel some kind of connection to God or your ancestors or to earth. Practicing holding your focus, holding your attention in the places that you want. So come back and enjoy this nameless place. Spending as much time as you'd like right here, returning anytime. Taking a few more breaths if you're ready to begin the reawakening process. Maybe starting to wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe yawning or swallowing. Maybe reaching into a long body stretch. Eventually turning on to either side, finding the fetal position with your knees slightly tucked in. Take a full round of breath here. And then we'll press our way up using the help of the arms. Press your way up to a comfortable seat. We'll join hands together at heart center. Today, I invite you to kind of join me in a call and response like ending. We're gonna I'll break it down, our loka samasta sukino bhavantu. We're gonna break that down into pieces, and you're welcome to repeat after me if you'd like. And just a reminder, this mantra means may all beings everywhere be happy and be free, and may our own thoughts, words, and actions somehow contribute to that happiness and freedom for all. So if you'd like to join me in that, I'll take a little pause between each part where you're welcome to vocalize that out loud or maybe just repeat it in your head. Taking a breath in. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. So that one more time. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. One last time. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Maybe we have peace in our actions, peace in our words, and in our thoughts. Bringing thumbs up to third eye center now. Let's seal in our class with a little bow forward now. Peace. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining yet another community yoga class. Let me know if you have any questions or thoughts. Otherwise, head on out when you're ready.